on, everybody? I am back with the last video of 2015. What is going on, y'all? I'm so happy we're at the end of the year, which is a good thing. I think 2015 has been a great year for me anyway. New beginnings, started new things, was able to be comfortable. It's like 2015 was a great year for me in growing, in the growing process, especially with this blog and this website that I started at junior'sworldofsoul.com, which this blog will be on. But yeah, since it's New Year's Eve, and I figured, you know, everybody's going to be at the clubs and going to be at, you know, lounges and bars and everything. So I figured, why not talk about dance music? So I figured, coming in with La Freak by Chic, actually that song in 1978, which was 37 years ago. Am I right? Is the math right? Is it cooking this morning? Yes. 37 years ago was actually the #1 song in the world. So you know, at the bars and at the clubs and everything, at the disco they called it back then, they were rocking with this. So I know that was great. So I figured, let me come in with a song that was hot during the new year, especially with dance music, because disco and all that was going on. Another, so I want to go into that. So now I'm talking about Miss Donna Summer. Since today is her birthday, R.I.P. to the queen of disco. You have to give it to her. She was definitely the queen. And to be honest, this video is about her, and I feel like who's the current Donna Summer, I feel, is Rihanna. So in this video, I'm going to put, you know, that together, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to jam, of course, give y'all a little bit of facts about each artist, and my feelings about it. It's going to be funny. We're going to groove, and let's get started. So 3 weeks before La Freak was the #1 song in the world, 3 weeks before, Donna Summer's single, MacArthur Park, was actually the #1 song. So, now y'all see where I'm at with it. We're going to go there a little bit. Her version of MacArthur Park. Hey! So we going that way, so I'm going to go this way with actually the single that definitely seemed like was the blueprint of EDM music. Her and Georgie came together, and this was actually, you hear that. You hear it in this. Alright, yeah. So, to me, when people also talk about vocalists, I think they don't talk about Donna Summer. And one thing that I loved about a lot of her hits was the fact that, like, on the radio and MacArthur Park and Last Dance and songs like that, those songs really displayed her vocal ability, because in the beginning it started slow and then it went into the dance, and that's what I really liked about Donna Summer. I think her voice was amazing, but she don't get the credit because I feel like the type of music she made, everybody was so into the dance rather than worrying about her vocals. And Donna could sing her ass off, so you gotta give her respect when it comes to the vocals. So with that, I was watching her autobiography actually when I was home for the Christmas holiday, and you know, my family fell asleep on me as usual. So so I was on the computer, and I just came up with one of her songs, and I was just jamming to it. And I said, you know, once I listen to an artist, I would love to know a lot about their story, especially if I don't know too much about them. So I watched her behind the music, and I watched her biography, and I learned a little more about Donna Summer that I didn't know, because, like, in my house, as y'all know, I'm a big soul lover, so my family really didn't buy a lot of Donna Summer. Like, we had her, but, you know, we didn't buy a lot of her. They didn't buy a lot of her. My grandfather, my grandma, my mom, you know, my uncle, they didn't buy a lot of that. So, you know, I really didn't start to learn about Donna. I knew her, but I just didn't know her. So when I was sitting there and watching her biography, and I said, you know what? Somebody currently reminds me of Donna Summer. And I said, with the reign that Donna Summer had in the 70s, from 75 to like 82, Donna was running it. Like the Billboard charts and everything, and she had all these albums. The person that reminded me of Donna Summer would be this one. Now, y'all cannot tell me that Rihanna, career-wise, does not give you Donna Summer back in the 70s. So that's why I wanted to do a video like this to kind of bridge the two and explain how were they similar and how they are different. And, hey, they both make dance music, so you can't even, it's no way that you can't really not compare them. And, yeah, so I figured, let's talk about Rihanna and Donna Summer. So, my introduction to Donna Summer was actually this song. Hey! Now that part is very memorable for me because I remember when I came home, well, me and my mom moved back up north with my grandparents after she went to college and got her college degree. Amen, Mom. Raising a dude like me, yeah, it was tough. I knew it was. But, yeah, I remember opening my grandma's china cabinet where we kept all the 8-tracks, and I opened it, and I just remember I saw Donna Summer, and I pulled her out, and it was a black, and I think it was a black 8-track with her on the cover. She's wearing these, like, no, her hair was, like, crazy, like, wavy and all that, and it's like a blue cover, and it says Bad Girl, and I just remember my mom was like, oh, choop, choop. Hey, beep, beep. Choop, choop. Hey, beep, beep. So I was like, oh, so that was really my introduction to Donna Summer. Even though I still didn't know a lot about her, but the songs that you kind of knew on the radio. So with Bad Girls, I know everybody knew this.
Let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance tonight. Oh, let's dance.
So come on, that song is like the ultimate disco dance song. Like, that song, I think when it comes on, I think everybody knows it. You can have somebody that is literally 70 that knows that song, that's 50, that's 40, 30. Like, when you hear that song, it's a song that you know, and I think that is Donna Summer's signature song. It's Last Dance, and it's such a dance and disco record. And like I said, I love the beginning because I just love how Donna, you know, showed her vocals on how she could sing, you know what I'm saying? So, but if you want to check this performance out on YouTube, go to, type in the search engine. I'm acting like y'all a little slow here. I'm sorry, no offense. But go to, put in the search engine, put Donna Summer's Last Dance Live, and the first one that comes up, I think it was in 1978, I think, and she's wearing this like Tina Turner-ish type of dress, and she does the song. I'm telling y'all, Donna bodies that performance. And if you go to it, put on there that Junior told you to go there. Check, you know what I'm saying? That'd be dope. So after I watched this performance, I was like, yo, Rihanna definitely gives me Donna Summer, not vocals. Let's pause again. Not vocals. Okay. So, you know, I was like, wait a minute, they both do make the same type of music. Back then they called it disco and dance, and now we're just calling it like EDM, dance, club type of thing. And I think, you know, they make the same kind of music, so they definitely had the same kind of reign, because in Donna Summer, when she came out in 75 with her first joint, Love to Love You Baby, after that it was like a skyrocket for her. It was like from 75 to like 82, dance-wise and club-wise, Donna Summer was ruling. Like, nobody could touch her. That girl done won American Music Awards. She done won an Oscar. She done won Grammy. She done won all that. Like, that's why you gotta give her the queen of disco. So, with Rihanna came out in 05, you know, with her song, you know, Pon the Replay. And then right from there, it was an uphill for her. And I think from between like 2006 to 2012, Rihanna was running the charts. Like, she was always on there. You could not, you know, even though now she was on there, but I felt like everybody had their peak. But I'm not going to go into that. We're going to go into that a little further when I start discussing what their similarities and their differences is. So after I heard Last Dance, I was like, that reminds me of Rihanna. So I went to this.
We breaking.
So you can't tell me you can't move to that. Come on now. There's no way you cannot move. You move the Last Dance, you gotta move to that. Even if you're not the biggest Rihanna fan, you cannot deny that the girl makes great. She knows how to put out good songs. And so my introduction actually to Rihanna was actually her first single. Mr. DJ wants to turn the music up. So, you know, during this time, Sean Paul was running it. Like, reggae was making its way into popular mainstream world. You had Sean Paul that was killing it. You had Kevin Little that came out. Then you had God, I forgot the guy's name is Not Letting Go. He came with that song, and they like reggae was pushing its way into, you know, pop and mainstream world. So when I heard this song, I was like, you know who I really thought this was? I was like, is it that girl that wear the ponytails in Sean Paul video and be in every one of her videos, one of his videos? I was like, oh, he must be breaking her out. Or the girl that made I'm Still in Love with Him. I was like, oh, that could be her. So I was like, okay, it may be her. So then when I saw the video, I was like, wait a minute, who's this girl with this big forehead? I was like, but she kind of cute, but she got a huge forehead. I was like, who the heck is she? So then seeing her and seeing the video, it was in a club, and she was quote unquote dancing, and she was getting her dance on, and I'm like, oh, she kind of cute, but I couldn't just take my mind off the forehead. The forehead was huge. I was like, and then they said her name was Rihanna. So I was like, oh, okay, she cute. I can dig her. But, you know, then I was like, it didn't do anything for me, though, to be honest with you. So I was like, I'm not paying any attention to her. You know what I'm saying? So when I really started paying attention to her is this.
When morning never, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, eh.
So that song was everywhere. Like, it was completely everywhere. It was on pop radio, R&B radio. It was being played so much during the time where her and Chris Brown was running radio. Then even Chris Brown even got on the remix. And it was called Cinderella or something like that. Like, this song was everywhere, so you could not focus on Rihanna. She made a new haircut. It was a whole different image for her. And it was like, whoa. So, from 2007, like I said, to 2007, 2012, Rihanna was killing the charts. And like I said, it reminded me of Donna Summer in her reign. Again, not vocals. But now you kind of got a little bit of where I was kind of introduced to both artists. So now let's talk about the similarities and the differences so we can kind of bridge them both together. Here we go. So, the similarities, like I said, they both make dance music. Period, point blank in the period. They both make dance music. And it's similar. Like, it's really, really similar. Like, it's not similar. Lord. Y'all know about my words by now. So it's early and I've been sipping, but my words sometimes. But y'all know, y'all done saw so many videos. But the similarities are there. It definitely is. So, you know, this is, we gonna start where I wanna go now. Cause we kinda all over the place, but it's all good. I'm trying to, you know, whatever. But, you know, the similarity, like I said, is dance music. So we're gonna start and I'm gonna give y'all, like, so y'all can groove a little bit with me on Donna's, you know, Summer's music. And y'all can see the similarities between both of them. Here we go. The first one is, like I said, it's her debut single. Now, Donna stopped doing this song for a while because it was very risque. Like, during that time, it was very risque. And to learn in her autobiography that this was supposed to be a demo for somebody else. But the label that she was getting signed to, Casablanca Records, heard it, and they heard it, and they sent it to, you know, the owner. And the owner, his wife, was, you know, playing it at their house, and people loved it. And people loved the little moaning, and everybody just loved the little undertone beat to it. And everybody like, who the heck is this? So they sent it back to Giorgio and told him and Donna need to make a 17-minute mix on this. So they made a 17-minute mix on it. Giorgio said he turned out the lights and let Donna do all that moaning. And it was a gimmick, and it was clearly a gimmick to get people to notice her. So after that, it was all uphill for that. It was all uphill. So this song, like I said, I love the beginning because Donna loved to show her vocals in the beginning. And I think she wanted to be respected as a vocalist. Because during those times, you had Aretha, Gladys, Patti, all these hardcore singers, and Donna's doing this disco type of music. And she wanted to get respected for her vocals. So I love the beginning of this. Hey, gonna go this way. Come on.
Please don't take your love from me. Ain't no forevermore. Reality. Please, you listen to me. Heaven knows, not the way it should be. Heaven knows.
And you know this song, when Donna Summer died, this was actually the first song I went to because it was before I really got into Donna's music more. It was my favorite song. Like, I loved it because Faith did it for the Fight and Temptation soundtrack, and I tell y'all, it's one of my best covers. Faith, she made it her song, but it still had that club 70s vibe, but it still was current, and I enjoyed it and I love it. It's one of my favorite covers of all time, actually. Another one, we're gonna go with this one. Ain't this so disco?
Try me, try me, try me.
Just like getting my skate on at a skate. Hey, y'all can't see my legs, but I'm trying to move. Like I'm acting like I'm skating though. Hey, come on, man. You can't tell me that don't sound good. Then the next song is actually my favorite Donna Summer song. It's actually literally my favorite Donna Summer song. Like, I don't think she can make a better song. Maybe people might feel that way, but I don't, because I love this song because Donna wrote it. That's the one thing. Donna wrote it. Another thing I love because it has a gospel bridge, and you can tell that girl has gospel roots, and I just love it. It's dance, you can party to it, and you can groove to it. It's called Dim All the Lights. Hold on.
Dim all the lights, sweet darling, till the night is gone away.
I'm gonna go to the bridge. Come on, man, you can't tell me you can't. Come on, they don't got that gospel kind of thing to it. And if you ain't rocking, something wrong. Something is completely wrong if you ain't rocking to this music right now. So, now we gonna go current with Miss Rihanna. So, we gonna start with this. Come on. This song next that I'm about to play, this joint, oh my God, I love the video. Rihanna was trying to dance, I guess.
Looking for someone who can please me, love me all night long. I've been everywhere, man, looking for you, babe. Looking for you, babe. Searching for you, babe. Where have you been?
Hey! Now you cannot tell me that is not like a Donna Summer type of record, especially the beginning, because it was slow, Rihanna was singing, and it goes into the beat, and then that was just what Donna Summer was doing. And come on, this is dance music. Love the video though. This one. Now this next song here that I'm about to play, I realize is like, you can play this anytime in a club or anything like that and people will get off to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it has that dance feeling. And I love it. I think it's actually one of my favorite Rihanna songs. Hey, hey, hey. Hold on, let me go to the end. R.I.P. to MJ. Like, the joint go hard. So you can't tell me that little playlist that I just had for Rihanna didn't sound good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might not even be a big Rihanna fan, but it makes you kind of want to party a little bit. Because I know for me, when I went to her concert, it's nothing but a party. That's just what it is. And her and Donna Summer made the same type of music. But other similarities, I feel like Donna Summer was clearly like the soundtrack of the disco era. She really was. It was just, you know, you had other people, like I said, that came in with Chic, and you had Gwen McCrae. She came out with Funky Sensation and what else? Funky Sensation, and she came out with Rockin' Chair and all that. Then you had Cheryl Lynn, Got to Be Real, and Encore, and Thelma Houston, Don't Leave Me This Way. And you had so many other these girls, but Donna Summer was kind of the soundtrack to disco era. If you're talking about disco music, you got to talk about Donna Summer. There's no way you cannot talk about her. Rihanna's music is the soundtrack of this current era. You might not like her, you might not be the biggest fan, you might be a crazy stan of another artist, like Beyonce and Katy Perry and Lady Gaga, but I'm sorry, if you're talking about an era, this era, we can say from the 2000s to 2010, you cannot not talk about Rihanna. She has to be talking. Her music was banging. Like, you cannot deny. Maybe the girl might not be the best vocalist, which I'm going to talk about next, but the girl knows how to make hits, and she knows how to put out songs that make you feel good. And me as a person that loves music, music shouldn't make you feel good. Now, Rihanna is definitely the type of artist that threw out singles, and that was just what her career is. She may not be a big album seller, but she was a big single seller. But when it comes to Donna Summer, that was totally different, and we're going to talk about that as well. But you know what I'm saying? She is the current soundtrack of this era, of the digital era. Rihanna is the biggest selling digital artist of all time. You gotta give it to her. The girl is the soundtrack. So if you're gonna talk about disco, you gotta talk about Donna Summer. You want to talk about the 2000s to 2010, you have to talk about Rihanna. Just have to. Now, they do a little dancing. Like, clearly both of them are not the best dancers. You know, I was looking at Donna Summer's concert, because, you know, I do a little research before I start doing these videos, because I don't want to come across like I don't know what I'm talking about, and maybe I might have missed something or something like that. But I watched her concert. It was in Italy, and then I watched another concert where it was in Japan, and Donna Summer cannot dance. She is a little stiff, and it's like her movement is this, and we all know Rihanna is not the best dancer at all. She is stiff. And I went to her concert and noticed that girl is stiff, but she gets by. So like I said, the similarities, they make the same kind of music, they dance a little bit, they are really the soundtrack of their current eras. So that's the similarities. Now the differences is vocals. Donna Summer can sing her ass off. If you check any one of her live performances, like the one she did in Japan, Donna Summer wanted to be known as a vocalist. That's just what it was. She wanted to be known as a vocalist. But, like I said, she's so underrated because of the type of music that she made. So it was more on everybody wanting to dance and feel good, and nobody really paid attention to the woo. Nobody really paid attention to that. But I know for me, if I'm going to get into an artist, I need to know all about them. And Donna Summer can sing her butt off. Respect. Like in this 80s special that she did in 1980, she, in the beginning, she was singing in the church. And y'all, she started it off with her in the church. And she was singing. You can tell that girl can sing. She has gospel roots. This is what she was raised off of. Now, Rihanna. Now, her fans can get mad all they want, because you know how crazy they are. I done had a run-in with them before. But Rihanna is not the best vocalist at all. It is not one of her best qualities at all. She makes good music, but she is not the best singer. Now, we can go back to a couple of performances when she first came out. They put out a thing where she was singing Mariah Carey's Hero. Okay. So, she did, and it's not her. And clearly it seems like that's what mainstream America, they don't care about the vocals. As long as you have the music and it's selling, that's what everybody worrying about. So if you talk to them and tell them, oh, well, Rihanna's not the best singer. Well, she sold over $100 million downloads. They would throw that at you, but that's not what music's supposed to be about. But vocal-wise, Donna Summer was up here, and Rihanna is here when it comes to vocals. So that's another difference. Creativity. I feel like Rihanna is so creative when it comes to her image and everything like that. Donna Summer wasn't really creative because learning about her was that this image was put upon her. Because when Love to Love You Baby came out, she had to be sexy because that was what the image that everybody was portraying. That was the gimmick that they used. So the label made her sexy and wanted to, and that wasn't really her. So she wasn't really able to be as creative image-wise as she wanted to. People had to tell her what to wear, what to wear at this performance, what to wear this, how to wear your hair, what to do with this. Rihanna, in the beginning, I felt like, in the beginning of her career, they wanted to make her the good girl, and the image-wise, and wanted to be the good girl from Barbados that's sweet and nice. And then when she came out with Good Girl Going Bad, her image completely changed, and she started to have more image, putting more time into her own image. And that's kind of reminded me of a little bit of Madonna, because after every album, Rihanna really reinvents herself. Like the Good Girl Gone Bad with the haircut, it was cut short. It was that whole era where she cut off her whole hair, and the image was like, whoa. Then when she came out with Rated R, when she was going through her situation with Chris Brown, it was like she was fearless. She wanted to wear what she wanted. It came out in her clothes. It came out in the way she talked, her hair, all this. Then when she came back out with Loud, it was red, but it was still sexy, but she was kind of giving us a little bit of a girl like me, but red. It was red and cut short, but it was giving you the good girl image and being fun. Then when she got to Talk That Talk, it was just like she reinvented herself once again. And then when she came out with Unapologetic, she had her hair kind of like on the album cover. It was just, every album she came out with a different image. And I think creative-wise, she was a little bit more creative with the image. Now, does Rihanna write her own music? Rated R, where she had a little bit more say, and I think Unapologetic, she had a little bit more. But Rihanna doesn't write a lot of her music. Donna Summer wrote some of her songs, but a lot of them didn't become hits on the album. But like Dim All the Lights she wrote, Bad Girls, her and her husband wrote together. So it was like, but the hits before this she didn't write. Like Last Dance she didn't write. Of course MacArthur Park was a remake, she didn't write that. On the Radio she didn't write that. It was just like, she really wasn't able to be creative because the image was already painted. It was nothing that she could do, and she had to go with it. And that's why I think creative-wise, Rihanna was a little bit more creative when it came to her image and the way she wanted to go with her music. And I think Donna Summer had to kind of stay level with her music, so it was no way that she can be creative. But vocally, she could on songs. She could be, you know, creative. Rihanna couldn't do that. So that was the difference. And I think the last difference I think that them had is I think that, to me, Rihanna gets more respect in her soundtrack era now than Donna Summer got in hers then, because like I said, you had to realize it was more about, you know, it was the disco era, but I think Donna wanted to really get known as a vocalist, and I think nobody really paid attention to that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Rihanna now wants people to pay attention to her vocals. I think people want to pay attention to what she brings to the world of popular music, like her image, her style, her type of music that she does. I think that's her focus. I think Donna wanted to be known as a vocalist, and that's why a lot of her live performances, that girl is singing. Like in the beginning of the concert I was watching her in Japan, it was all slow ballads, because she wanted to show you, look, I got this. Because, you know, during that time, she had to worry about, like I said, Aretha, Patti, Gladys, all these singers that was singing. But that's why I wondered, during that time, what did Aretha Franklin and what did these girls really think about her? You know what I'm saying? Because she was new and she was just killing it on the charts. And then Aretha tried to make an album like Donna, and it just didn't work. They called her La Diva, and it just didn't work, because that's not the type of singer that Aretha was. And Patti was with the Bluebells then, but she was going off solo, if I'm not mistaken. And she made like a couple of dance songs, but it just wasn't the Patti. We liked them for the vocals and the ballads and that, and it just didn't work. And I just want to know how they felt about that. But, yeah, so like I said, you know, Donna Summer and Rihanna both make the same music. I like both of their music, as much as I might like Donna Summer a little more than Rihanna because she has her vocals are there. But in reality, you know what I'm saying, Rihanna makes great music. You cannot deny that the girl has a good string of hits. Like, her music is great. You can't deny it. So when you guys go out to the club tonight, a Rihanna song will get played. And I know the older heads, maybe the ones that's maybe going out to the disco, wherever you can find it, they're going to be playing a Donna Summer song. And I feel like, you know what? You know the song that I would really want the Rihanna to remake of Donna Summer? I would love her to remake Love to Love You Baby, I Feel Love, and Sunset People. Those are the three songs that I want Rihanna to redo by Donna, because I think it's time. I think Rihanna definitely needs to remake a song from Donna Summer, because I feel like their music is so similar, especially with the ages they were with. So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys was able to groove with me. This is New Year's Eve. I want y'all to go out there, be safe. Look, if you drinking, please don't drive. You want to make it into the new year. Have a good time, but don't be out there drinking and driving, y'all. It ain't cool. Be safe. Have a good time with your family, your friends, whoever you guys with. And, you know, start the 2016 off in the right way, man. But hopefully you guys was able to groove. And maybe I'm going to end this video with, I guess, The Last Dance. Happy New Year, y'all. Peace.